always be learning. Welcome back to the Dorian Fitness Podcast. If you're new to my podcast, it's about my fitness journey and lessons I've learned. I'm Dorian, and this is week 17. One day or day one, you decide. Every achievement begins with a decision to do it. Ignorance destroys so many opportunities that come to our lives every day. Motivation is overrated. Discipline and accountability are what matters. I want to be uncommon among uncommon people. Now, my weigh-in for this week is I weigh 228.1 pounds. I lost 0.9 pounds this week. I'm very happy. I also worked out both my lower and upper body twice this week, so I achieved that as well. To achieve my goal of weighing 203.5 pounds by June 1st, I'll have to lose 24.6 pounds, or average of 6.5 pounds per week. Now, before I get into how I looked or the lifting highlights, which this is actually part of it, my best workout was my lower body workout, where I started off doing core, which I like the seated twist machine because I can add a little bit of weight. And for some reason, I like doing it because it also pops my lower back into place and it feels really good. And I did 3 sets of 20 reps with 25 pounds. And then I did the crunch machine that uses the legs, which I did 3 sets of 15 reps, 25 pounds, and I felt that in my stomach quite a bit. And I did that to warm up my lower back, thinking I was going to do squats and deadlifts. And I find it to be very important to keep your core very warmed up before doing that. And then I did my warm up for my legs, which involves leg curls and leg extensions, which I did the seated leg curl machine. I like that one because you don't have to lay on your stomach. And I did 5 sets of 15, 85 pounds. And then I did my left leg only for leg curls, 2 sets, 10 reps, 45 pounds. Not bad. And then I did leg extensions, 3 sets of 15, 85 pounds, which the leg extensions, my quads are a lot stronger. So I didn't want to make it that my quads keep on getting stronger and my hamstrings lag behind. So I wanted to keep the weight the same. And then I did 2 sets of 10, 45 pounds on my left leg on the leg extension. And then as I'm doing that, I then moved over to the leg press machine, which I did shin raises, just body weight, usually just waiting between the leg press sets, 5 sets, 20 reps. That's what I did for my shins. And the leg press, I positioned my feet all the way up top, and I did 3 sets of 10 reps. Max weight was 265 pounds. Then I put my feet in the middle, did 3 sets of 10, and then I used the leg press machine to do my calves, which I did 5 sets of 20 reps, and again, it was 265 pounds. Then I just went to a wall and did body weight squat. Why do I keep on saying squats when I can see it's lunge? And then I did body weight lunges, 3 sets of 10 reps, and then I moved on to the stationary bike, which I did about 12 minutes before needing to go bathroom, and then I was done. And I felt my legs, especially my hamstrings, for days. So I'm going to do that workout more often. And I usually do squats and deadlifts, but after doing what I did, I really felt good. So I just called it a day. And then this week, I was going to do carnivore for the full 7 days, but I only did it for about 2 days before stopping that, which I was hanging out with my mom and we were eating at restaurants, and it was hard to do that. Probably could have just ordered just a hamburger without anything on it, but I wanted to just eat some good food with my mom, and I felt good. I'll try to do the carnivore, which I really, as I've been thinking about it, those 2 days I was working, which honestly should have been harder for me to stay on the carnivore, but it was easier. So I'll probably do 5 days on carnivore, and the 2 days that I'm off, I'll do the juicing type thing and see how that works for probably, I'll do that next week sometime. I'm also traveling for the week too, so that might make it difficult for next week's episode. Now, the pictures, I noticed that my back is very lagging behind. So when I was doing the upper body workout, I really focused on my back, which I did the seated rows more, and I felt it a lot. And I need to work on finding out different exercises to do really work out my back. My chest, my triceps, my biceps, which biceps I rarely ever work out, and shoulders are all starting to look like I've been working out. But my back doesn't seem like it has improved that much since the start of this year. Now, if you don't know, I actually have another podcast, the Dorian Finance Podcast. Please follow it. It's in the show note. It really will help me out. I talk about business and finance, and this was using the SWOT analysis for my fitness podcast, which the SWOT analysis, SWOT actually stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And it's used in business to figure out if a company has strengths, weaknesses, opportunities to improve more, and the threats of losing ground. And this is used in almost every single business course. I learned this in Intro to Marketing. Now, I misspoke and said it's about my podcast. This is more about myself. And the strengths I have is my cardio. I average about 20,000 steps every single day. My weakness is obvious my diet because I haven't lost that much weight. And that's because I hate cold food, which kind of makes it harder to do meal prep. I don't like putting food in the microwave. So that's really my weakness. Opportunity is I want to get back to 170 pounds, and it will help me look the part of a fitness professional, that type of thing. The threats are any other fitness trainer. However, I see them as my potential partners and collaborators and someone that I can learn from more than anything else. Now, moving on to my SWOT analysis plan. For my strengths, I plan on adding in more HIIT training because it will increase my quickness and help me lose more weight. And for my weaknesses, which is poor diet, is to just suck it up and plan and do meal prep for days. And to do that, just focus on that. My opportunities is to be a fitness model or a model for everyone else who is overweight, because I do struggle with what most people that are overweight have, which is having a trouble of eating. And my plan is to keep on losing weight, and that will be my opportunity. Threats, like I said, was other fitness trainer, but really the goal is to just be better as a fitness trainer so my clients will stay with me and not move on to other people. Thank you for listening to the Dorian Fitness Podcast. Please follow my podcast, leave a review, and comment below. I also have social media as well, so if you want to get a hold of me that way, thank you very much. I also have DorianFitness.com.